Yo, what is up, Crocs and Clan members, Poke fans, and others who are stumbling upon this video? I'm SoresanCrockxen, and today we have episode 25. Yeah, episode 25. I decided not to count it as 24 because technically episode 24 is the underwater, undersea episode. So if they ever show that episode, then that's what we're gonna call it. So episode 25 is the second gym battle against Grant. It was an amazing battle. I feel like it was a little weird, like a little spaced. It was spaced weird near the end. I'm not gonna lie. Like it was normal pacing in the beginning, and then it was like it got a little fast. Um, and then it became like extremely fast at the end. But you know what? It wasn't bad. Like I mean, it was a little weird, but I didn't have a lot of problems with it. Um, the battle was fine, like itself. I don't know if it was just how or where I was watching it or what, but there seemed to be a little bit of lighting issues. I don't know if you guys had that. Let me know down below. But so like I said, the episode was the gym battle and it was amazing. Um, so at the beginning, we had a typical Ash moment, where he like they get to the city and he starts charging ahead, not knowing where he's going, and then they're like, whoa, the gym's not that way, it's this way, and so they see it was basically like it was in the game, was you have to climb a mountain to get to the gym. And then when he goes in the gym, Grant is climbing the rock wall, and then Ash has to do that. We had to do that in the games too, so it was kind of nice that they kept that feature, um, because they didn't do it with Viola's gym. So I was glad they did it because that was a cool aspect of the Slot gym. I hope to do it with what's that one? Um, dang, I forgot what his name was. Uh, it's the fourth gym. Um, anyways. It was nice. It was nice to see that he had to climb the wall and actually reach the top of the gym. Um, and I thought it was hilarious because Bonnie was like, because Grant told him that he didn't have to climb the wall. Um, he there was an elevator, and that's where the companions, or I guess the audience, would go to get up there. Um, and like the challenger doesn't have to climb the wall. It's only if he really wants to climb the wall. Ash was like, heck yeah. So he goes to climb the wall, and then Bonnie actually tries to climb the wall. And Clem was like, no, we're gonna use the elevator. Like she actually started climbing it, and like Clem just grabs her off. He's like, no, we're gonna go to the elevator. And she gets all mad, crosses her arms, I want to climb the wall. I thought that was funny. Like I've always said, Bonnie is one of my favorite characters right now. Um, and then Ash is climbing the wall, and then he almost fell, and then like they were like, "Oh my gosh!" Um, and then like he like holds on and then looks up and sees Grant, and he's like, "That's my target." So he like keeps climbing, and he gets up there. And then Grant has this conversation with him about enlightenment, how Ash felt, like what was he thinking, what was he looking at. And he's like, I'm looking at the top because that's where I need to reach. Um, and then he's like, so like you reached enlightenment basically. It was nice. It was nice to see. Um, so that happened, and it was cool. Then the battle started, and then they did kind of what they did with what's her face oh gosh, I feel like so weird when I don't remember her name. Um, I know in Japanese version it was Homika. It's the last gym leader Ash faced in black and white. Um, the poison type. But like it was basically like Grant's two Pokemon versus all of Ash's. Which is kind of like what Pokemon Origins did, where Red could use all his Pokemon versus the gym battle in the gym against the gym leader. Gosh, so that was nice. It was kind of weird to see it in this game or in this version of the series. Like, yeah, we did have it with the Poison Gym Leader last gen, but like that was because she was new technically. Like she was from Black and White 2. I don't know. Like it was still weird then. Like it's not something that I'm accustomed to seeing Ash do it. But if this is the way I honestly think that they shouldn't be inconsistent. Like if they're gonna have that, they need to bring it back up more times than normal because you can't just have it like pop up randomly. Um, so the first match was Onyx versus Froken. I honestly decided to look it up, and out of every single Rock specialist in the anime, like every Rock gym leader, except for Roxanne in Hoenn, has always had an Onyx on their team, and I was like, what the heck? I was, I mean, I honestly wouldn't have mind them going with the games canon and use like Amara and Tyrant because that's what I was looking forward to in the first place. But um, I did train for the Rock Tomb that Onyx used, so I guess that worked. And they actually showed it off. Um, basically, Froken would use his speed to climb the Rock Tomb and then be able to hit Onyx up above. So it paid off. They did a little segment which I was a little I was kind of annoyed by it. Like I honestly, like, well, I mean, I shouldn't say annoyed. It was like there was really no purpose for it being there. Where it was Serena, like she was all concerned and scared, basically and nervous, freaking out over there. Um, talking about how like and Bonnie like questioned, "Are you okay?" Like and Clem was like, "Yeah, you look so nervous and concerned." And she starts talking about the whole, I'm worried for Ash. He's been doing all this training like ever since we we saw Grant at the battle chateau. All Ash has been doing is training and training and training for this badge. And I hope that his work pays off. And they did this whole segment about it, how she's all worried about Ash, and then how Ash is the one battling, he's the one should be concerned and nervous and all that stuff. So I mean, obviously they're doing the whole she's it's a romance thing. She's worried about Ash because she likes Ash. I honestly felt like there was really no need for that segment to be there because they do this whole romance thing at such unnecessary times. It's not working. It's just no, no. Um, but anyway, so back to the battle. Brokey was doing cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like I've always said, I don't like Brokey. He was not my favorite starter in this gen. Actually, he was my least favorite. Like, actually, he's not even in my top 10 favorite. Like, I could probably go on a Frogan or rant right now, but I'm not going to. So the battle was not bad. Froki, like I said, he was climbing the rock tomb. He was hitting Onyx multiple times, and then they did a Matrix moment because after what was it, the water pulse that Froki used, he landed on the ground, and then like Grant was like, Onyx use Iron Tail, and then so he went to use Iron Tail. This Froki just did the Neo, trying to dodge it. Um, I was like, what? Pokemon's in Matrix now. Um, I thought that was weird. It was extremely weird. I was not expecting that at all, but he does that, and then he ends up climbing Onyx's basically body, and then reaches his head, and then like hangs on, and then Grant's like, shake it off, and he's like, rah, rah. And then like Ash has a final water pulse to the face, and then Onyx goes down, and then return, and then he brings out the big boy Tyrant. I was like, yes, the dinosaur, the T Rex. He's like, rah. I literally just growled, rah. And so like Ash did the whole checking on the Pokedex, which he's supposed to do. And then Clement says, I hope he knows that he's a dragon type. And then Serena's like, really? He's a dragon type? And then Bonnie's like, to Dene, Dene, what do you think? The Dene's all scared. No, so I guess that sounds pretty strong, right? Which is dumb because the Dene is a fairy type. It shouldn't be scared of dragon types at all because they can't really do anything. Um, so I thought that was weird. Maybe it's because the Dene doesn't know that it's a fairy type. I mean, it should know that it's a fairy type. Because they've said it before. So why is she concerned about a dragon type? That shouldn't sound scary. That should be like, Dragon types, like I eat dragon types for breakfast. Um, I don't know. I just thought that was weird. Um, so that battle was kind of weird because again he does rock tomb as well, and the Broke does climb it. But then the most broken thing in the world, like the second gym battle, and the dude already has Draco Meteor on his freaking dragon type. I was like, what the heck? Draco Meteor? Are you kidding me? This is so broken this early in the game. Um, it was ridiculous. And then Froakie actually goes down to the Draco Meteor. He didn't do anything. Um, so he goes down in one hit, technically speaking. And then he brings out Fletchling, which I was like, Fletchling against a Rock Dragon type? Are you kidding me? And then so I mean I know why he did it. He actually kind of says why he does that. So he hasn't used Razor Wind, and he's like crunch, and then so Tyron basically ate the Razor Wind. It was the weirdest thing in the world because he's like, and then he like, ah, blows off the smoke, and I'm like, really, Tyron, you're eating Razor Winds now? Um, and then he has Fletchling use Double Team and then circle around, and then the weirdest thing, like Tyron jumps high apparently. So like the advantage of being in the sky is no longer even useful. So he basically just goes in like use Steel Wing, and then so he goes at it like all of the clones go in, and then like he's like Dragon Tail, and then like slamming all the things out of the way, and then Fletchling gets a hit in, but then he gets with the Dragon Tail, and he gets knocked out with one hit. He's like Tyler basically O-code Froakie and Fletchling with one move. Um, well, I mean that's kind of what it means, O-code, you know. Anyways, so Fletchling goes back, and then he brings out Pikachu, and then Grant, goes off. Oh, so this is the final battle here. So your Pikachu's an electric type, and my Tyrant is a rock dragon type. So clearly, I have the advantage here. And I'm like, oh, you never know, man. Freak, that Pikachu has beaten impossible things in the past. You should not ever say that. Um, so they go in at it, and then it's like a quick attack. And then Tyrant goes at him with Crunch, and then Pikachu kind of like bounces off his head. Um, and then the stupidest thing happens because it was honestly the stupidest thing because he uses Draco Meteor, and Ash has Pikachu use Iron Tail, and then he basically climbs the Draco Meteor with Iron Tail. I was like, what kind of shenanigans is this? You don't just climb Draco Meteor. You can't do that. Oh my god. It was honestly like I don't know. No. And then he played freaking ping pong with the rock tube, or not ping pong, baseball, because actually it was more like baseball. Because then Tyrone was throwing the rock tubes at Pikachu, and Pikachu was just batting them back with Iron Tail. I'm like, you cannot play baseball in the middle of a match. Um, and then like Tyron like growls all out, and apparently that gives Pikachu the right to just Iron Tail a rock tomb into his mouth. I was like, no. And then he uses Thunderbolt, and then the Tyrant just goes flying off. The rock basically explodes inside his mouth, and he goes flying off, and then he loses. And I'm like, what the heck, Pikachu? Oh gosh, that was so crazy. And then Ash wins the badge, and everybody's all happy. And then they're all like, okay, so the next gym is basically the Shalora City gym. So we're gonna meet Karina. Um, that should be cool. Um, I honestly want to know if, because in the game, you guys remember, we face Karina, and then we get the Mega Ring. So, I mean, they still haven't even finished the the second part of the special. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I believe the next episode is a Serena-based episode, so I'm really looking forward to that. But that's it for this episode review. Thank you guys for watching. Links, as always, in the description. So you guys go watch that. Also, I'm going to be doing a live stream on Monday, so I'd be really appreciated if you guys would come on and show up, show your support. Anyways, guys, it's been SoresanCrockxen, and I'll see you guys next time.